How you do? These are what's coming up on today's build. For this simple but effective one here, grab your ashwood half wall, stick one of those either side of where your door's going to go, then the full walls on top, then rotate them round to get your X's on the top, then get your ashwood door, lock that in, then you want your ashwood arched wall, rotate that round until it snaps into place, then you want the plane again, get your dartwood pieces, just press shift so that they pop out at either side of the door, then you grab the ashwood arch, and those just overlap in the middle there. Just stick the lantern in the middle at the top and you're done. This one here is nice and easy again. What you want is your plain wood walls first, like 4 of those, then your ashwood door, same again with your ashwood arch to fill it in, 2 meter wall on the top, half wall on the top even, just plonk your dartwood beam 2 meter horizontal, and the same by the side of the door, this time not jutting out, then the dartwood arch just jutting out like so that it comes out the right distance. Grab a 2 meter beam, then the little 1 meters at the end, that way you can then overlap the arch so they don't stick out too far, and then you can overlap with the dartwood beams, and of course finishing off with a nice little lantern. And there you go. The next design, I'll just get rid of these at the ends, so I've got a bit more space to work in so you can see properly. This is back with your ashwood halfwood walls as a starter, then rotating them back so you've got the X's and the little points at the top. Chuck in your ashwood door, same again with the little arches, and then the point again so that all the patterns line up. Then if you get your ashwood roof cross, you can have them as your porch area. Grab your ashwood arch, toggle until they snap, then 1 each at the end. Then if you get the 45-degree roof pieces on top, and just hold down shift and have it as high or however you like it, and plonk down a little lantern and you're done. If you'd like a set of double doors like this one here, grab the plain wood walls, leaving 2 gaps in the middle, that's for your wooden gates, just rotate it so they open up in the middle, and the half walls on top, get the ashwood beams, line them up, press shifts just so that they pop out a bit, little 1 meters on top, and the 2 meter going all the way along, and exactly the same around the edges and the tops of the wall. Then I really like the ashwood dividers. These are great for adding some contrast. Just line them up to the 2 planks there, you'll find they stack on top of one another nice and easily. Finish things off, I've just lined them up with these, have a lantern on each side for a nice bit of symmetry, and there you go. For a more stylish entryway to your home, why not try a double door one like this? 2 of the plain wood walls, leaving a gap for the 2 double doors in the middle, and the ashwood doors, and I've rotated them so the handles are in the middle. And then for the little arched wall, then grab your 2 meter beam, put 1 in the middle and 1 at each end. This is so that you can then get the arch along the top on all of them. There, so the 2 meter beam at either end. What you're after is the ashwood arch. You just toggle it so that it just pop out a little bit but meet in the middle. Then you can have it coming out a little bit further like that to add a bit of depth to your build. Then your decorative window, toggle and line it up so it's at the center point there. Next is the 2 meter dartwood beam. Try and get it straight, not like me. There we go. Good God. Hello. Yeah, there we go. And the dartwood normal arch just going inwards like so. And then for the roof, what you're after is the 45-degree shingled roof. Plonk the ashwood X's on either end there, and just fill in the rest with your plain wood. To get the little decorative pieces you see here is actually just the ashwood arch wall. Toggle it until it goes in, and you'll just rotate and go all the way around, creating a nice bit of detailing. And a couple of lanterns just to finish everything off. And there you have it. For a grander entrance on your bigger buildings, use the old flame metal gate, and then either side 4 of the Kroclo medium pillars. You can have your arch to finish things off nicely at the top. Then to enhance things further, if you grab your Kroclo floor 1 by 1, have that so that it just sinks in on both sides. Then with your medium pillars again, you don't want it just smack bang adjacent to the other pillar, you want it sinking in just a bit and lining it up there. And the reason for the overlap is if you don't, when you place your next arch piece, you'll end up with a gap in the middle. What you're after so that it's all flush and you don't see daylight coming through, so that you get the other one perfectly level. You start off with the arch piece first at the top and then work your way down with the medium pillars. Then you can remove your flooring piece and place the pillar piece underneath. And if you go once more, grab your 1x1 flooring pieces again, have them just sticking in and stack one on top of the other. Again, have it so that it just slides in like so. As you can see, there's now no gaps at the top and it enhances the doorway much more. And for recreating this on this side, start off with your black marble, after 1 block, then a 2 block, then another 1 block. Then you want your Gralston wall 1x2 sliding in the middle there and just in line with the 1 block where it meets. Next is the 1x1 flooring and have that so it's just overlapping the black marble on both sides like so. Then get your verdure metal wall in the middle, and for the little detail at the bottom there is the Gralston small beam. You can just sink in. Then if you grab your Gralston tapered pillar, toggle until it sinks in like so, drag it out. You've got your detail in at either end, and the medium pillars just resting on top of the metal there with the detailing at the top. Another of the 1x2 walls, then your Gralston small pillars, you stick one at the top there, then you can come down and get rid of the one at the top. Then the glass blocks you'll be able to just fit in, overlapping the metal. When my eyes start working properly, I might even get them in the right place. With the blue jute curtain, you can line that up just at the top, detailing your windows. Then on the inside, grab yourself a lantern, just have it sinking in like so. Then from the outside, you'll have the glowing lantern showing, inviting you in to your nice warm castle. How about an eye-catching centerpiece like this for your garden or castle courtyard? Yep, I got a little bit carried away with this one. I hope you like it and I'll show you how to make it. Broken down into stages, starting off with the Gralston medium pillars, stacking these up 5 high. Then you want your Gralston medium arch, snap it at the bottom, then rotate your mouse wheel 1 time each click, going all the way around. The more congested it gets in the middle, it can get a little bit awkward and you've got to move around a little bit to enable yourself to snap them into place. And should go all the way around so they're all meeting. And do the same with your arch pillars, go all the way around again. Don't worry if some of them are yellow and orange, because for the supports we'll be using the iron beams. Now grab the ones that are at 90 degrees and on the 4 corners grab your wood iron poles. This will help reinforce the entire build. One more 90 degree one over here, and then miss one each side, and the next one that needs support is this one here. Do that on all 4 sides as well. Then you can actually get rid of the arch and swap that for a Gralston medium beam. Now for the supporting pieces, you'll see where it tapers there. Taper one coming down and an upward taper, and the medium one at the bottom. Just repeat that on all of the iron beams coming downwards. Then for the detailing at the top, you grab the small arches and have them just so that the bottom is in level with the medium pillars that you had sticking out horizontally. This will be your points at where you can hang your hanging braziers later on. Yes, I'll probably pronounce that wrong as well. And the pillars over the top here, grab your medium arches, just snap them to all of the medium beams that stick out horizontally, and they will come to a nice point at the top. Then your medium beams, toggle until they snap, then you can rotate and just line them all up. Finish off with a tapered top there, and a little wisp light on the top. To get the flooring like this contrasting and nice and circular all the way around, you'll have to do it in stages. And start off in the center, just come all the way out until they meet. You start off with a cross like this in the middle, start from the outside edge and work into the middle on the other 4 pillars. Each in between each of the corners you put 3 of the blocks in a row. Ends of one of these points, have it level, just rotate inwards once till it snaps in, and that is how you get it so that it's straight on the 1 pillar and then just 1 turn in all the way around. You want you to do all the rotating in ones first. You might find this a little bit quicker and easier to line things up, and once you're done you can do all of the straight ones afterwards, block everything off. After you've done this bit, you can then grab the 1x1 black marble, toggle it until it sinks in, hold down shift to fill in all of the little gaps. To place your blue jute carpet underneath the pillars in the middle, you might find it a little bit awkward and you'll have to demolish one of your middle beams. You can either do it quickly and then replace the beam, or the safer option is to put a couple of iron beam supports, demolish the beam, place down your carpet and then put the beam back again and remove the iron beam supports afterwards. Then once you've got your carpet in place, what you can do is grab the furniture, and the great new piece you got is the ashwood bench, so that it lines up so that the blue jute carpet is just kind of halfway in between the bench legs. You can rotate them, line them up and go round in a circle. The decorative bit in the middle is just the blue jute drapes, all on the 90 degrees, all four corners, then the stairs, toggle until they sink into the ground, hold shift, line them up so that they're central to the path leading upwards. Just use the Gorston small arch either edge of the stairs, toggle it until it's bottom centre, but you can keep it at the same height and rotate it so it's straight to the stairs on each one. Then the small pillar are just snapped at the ends just to finish things off. To get this decorative trim lining up so that it's all perfectly straight, you need a base to build from first. If you grab the 1 meter wood beam horizontal where the two tapered pillars meet, have them come in towards a point all the way around in between each of your tapered pillars. This will give you a nice straight base all the way around. Then you can grab your ashwood dividers. If you hold down shift, that is just resting, and you want them just about in the centre of where the horizontal beams are. Start off at the middle ones first, that way when it comes to the end ones, you'll have them sticking into the tapered pillars and lining up so that the pattern is perfectly symmetrical all the way around. The holding down shift whilst you're aiming at the horizontal beams on everyone ensures that they're just resting on top, keeping everything nice and level. After you've finished with the design, you no longer need the little horizontal beams, you can just get rid of all of those. Then just to give it some extra fine detailing, just to mesh everything together, grab yourself the ashwood arched wall. You can rotate that around and go just underneath at each of the beams for some extra fine detailing. Then just tie everything together with some lighting with your brazers and your wisp lights. Have fun building, see you soon, and take it easy.